Hey guys, today is a celebration. It is my 3-year anniversary of becoming a vegetarian, and I've never been more happy. And when I made that decision 3 years ago, I instantly the next day felt like I was doing the right decision. I felt happy. I felt more spiritual. I felt more sexy. I felt it all. And since that time, I've only progressed. So I want to share with you why I consider myself vegan. I hate classifying myself as anything because I hate boxes, and genres. I am who I am. And the most important thing about being a vegan is to reduce your impact on the planet. And it doesn't mean being 100% perfect. And a lot of times I find that people try and call you out on your veganism, like, oh, you can't eat that, or you're wearing leather. But it's like, I'm just here to reduce suffering and to live a sustainable life and do what is according to my values. So that's the thing that really entices me about being vegan, is that it's what I believe in, and it's a reflection of what I believe in, my actions. And, we're told at a young age to love animals, and we naturally do love animals, and we don't want to hurt them. And if a kid does hurt an animal, it's considered a serious flag for a psychological problem. So we built that up. We build that up in ourselves. Yet as adults, we're kind of trained to just throw that all away. We have this multi-billion-dollar industry that is telling us that we need to eat animal proteins and animal products and drink the milk of another species. But what I feel is most natural is to do what my body is telling me. And once you clean up your diet, you can follow your intuition. So that's why I have respect for whatever diet you choose, because it's all about doing what is right for you and what you feel confident and comfortable with. For me, I didn't feel comfortable when I was learning about the environmental devastations of the land. I took a class when I was in college for environmentalism, and that really significantly led me to want to make the switch, as we are using 30% of the Earth's land surface for meat production, versus if we all adopted a vegetarian lifestyle, we would use only 5% of the Earth's land surface. Over 70% of Latin American forests have been destroyed for meat production. We use 7,000 liters of water to produce 100 grams of beef versus 550 liters for a loaf of bread. And if you adopt a vegetarian lifestyle, you eliminate 1.5 tons of CO2 equivalent gases a year. So, yay. I feel that's something that I feel confident in. That is my life's mission, to reduce my impact on the planet. And that's why it's important not to be perfect, just to reduce whatever you can do what you can do. I respect you. We're in this together. So, yeah, I feel happy, as soon as I did it, I felt, as I said, lighter and full of energy. And as a society, we're kind of obsessed with the single nutrient vitamins, getting in calcium from milk and omegas with fish. But I love eating plants because it takes you back to the roots of where these animals even get it from. We have fish that get their omegas from the algae and the plankton, And as a vegetarian, you can go straight to the source. And cows, their feed is supplemented with calcium because most cows don't eat grass, which is where they get their calcium from. They eat corn, mostly genetically modified corn. And as a vegetarian, you can get calcium from greens. You can just skip out the middleman. I love that as being a purist. And it's also, it brings me so much joy to eat kind of fruits and vegetables, which are frequencies of light. They're powered by the sun. And I love the energy exchange between kind of the fruits that give you energy, and then you're kind of like fertilizing their seeds. So it's like this awesome trade-off in nature. And when it comes right down to it, like our physical bodies, I don't feel like I was meant to, I don't think I could eat meat in the wild, you know? Like, I don't really have claws or teeth that can rip apart flesh. And carnivores have a short digestive tract so that meat quickly passes through it and doesn't rot, whereas our digestive tract is super long so that we're able to absorb nutrition from the plants. So that's something that really resonates with me. Also, people talk a lot about B12, but B12 comes from the soil. It's also something that we produce in our own bodies, and it's something that grows on animal dead carcasses. But because our soils are depleted, we have to supplement. So if you're thinking about becoming a vegetarian, that's something that you might want to know. You know, our soils are depleted. You gotta supplement. But yeah, I am attracted to, I'm so attracted to fruits and vegetables, you know? Coming from a huge meat eater, which I was, there used to be like an annual steak party in my name every year. And your taste buds totally change. So I am so attracted to mangoes, and I like salivate by the look of fruits and like sauteed vegetables. And to tell you the truth, I don't salivate when I see a flock of birds. But that's what I'm saying. If you salivate when you see a flock of birds, I feel like maybe you should just go for it. You should definitely kill that flock of birds and see how it feels. That's kind of the thing, is like, I totally can respect people that are connected to their food, you know? That's one of the things that really didn't interest me, like this, how we just kind of shut down any kind of arguments, or we shut away, like we don't want to know what's going on behind the factory farms. We just want nothing to do with it. And when we have that meat on our plate, it's just like, everyone, let's keep this a secret. I gotta have my appetite still there. But it's like, I don't support ignorance. I support finding out what's actually up. And if you're comfortable with that, then cool. I'm totally comfortable with you eating meat then. But like, let's not keep things a secret anymore. Like I said, we're in this together. So, with that being said, please do what fuels you, what feels right. For me, this feels right. I'm not going to tell you what to change. I'm not going to try and force you to be a vegan. And I'm sorry on behalf of all vegans that try and do that, because no one wants to do anything that anyone forces them to do. If I'm partying up in this lake and I'm going jump in and I'm going for a swim and I come out and then I try and push you into the waters, you're going to be like, what the heck are you doing? I'm not going in there and you're not my friend anymore. But if I go into that water and I'm like, guys, this is where the party's at, then you're gonna be more enticed to come in the water, whereas if I tried to force you in. So that's a good thing to keep in mind. And yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that this is where I'm at. This is what makes me feel happy, and I feel so creative in the kitchen. I don't have to just, instead of like, let's just look at potato salad. You have mayonnaise that you can put in potato salad. However, you have like a myriad, when you're vegan and you try and explore new foods, you're like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to make a creamy dressing. I could use tahini, I could use hemp seeds, I could use cashews, I could use coconut. Like, the options are endless, and I want to be creative in all aspects of my life. You know, I want to do what is me. So, do what is you. I totally respect you. I love you. And we are in this together, guys. So, if you're down, jump into those waters, because that is where the party's at for me, and hopefully that is where the party's at for you. But if not, that's cool, because if not, that's cool. That's that, because there's lots of waters to jump in, and I'm not just going to stay in one lake. I'm going to explore them all. I'm going to keep an open mind. Yeah. So, yay! Happy 3-year anniversary for me! And I will see you guys later. I'm so awkward at ending videos. I just don't know how to do it. One of these days, I'm just going to be like, say this line that's going to blow you away, and it's going to be the perfect ending to the video. But until then, peace out. And subscribe to my channel, because it's the bomb.